Bank Negara has set up a 1 billion ringgit fund to help lower-income earners buy homes. The scheme is meant for Malaysian citizens with a maximum monthly household income of 2,300 ringgit for homes from the primary market, priced 150,000 ringgit and below. Would-be borrowers need to be good paymasters and must not have any record of impaired financing for the past 12 months. Successful applicants must first go through Rumahku, a mandatory financial education program by the Credit Counselling and Debt Management Agency. They may not sell the homes purchased under the scheme within the first 5 years from the date of the last disbursement. If they do so, a penalty of 2% on the outstanding financing will be imposed by the participating banks. The fund is available for 2 years or until it is fully utilised. The maximum financing rate is 3.5% per annum, with maximum tenure of 40 years or up until the applicant turns 70 years of age. There is no financing application processing fee under the scheme, and stamp duty is exempted by the Inland Revenue Board. PM Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad says proceeding with the ECRL would cost Malaysia 100 billion ringgit and leave the country impoverished in what is seen as a move to placate Beijing. Mahathir said today it is not that Putrajaya does not want to honour its contracts, but it just simply cannot pay. He adds that while the compensation bill for axing the project would be huge, it would not be comparable to the amount of debt Malaysia would have to bear for the next 30 years should it decide to go on with the rail link. Still, neither the PM nor other top government officials have made a definitive announcement on the ECRL's actual status. Pressed to clarify the conflicting statements made on the project, Mahathir merely said one of his ministers had spoken prematurely. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng is expected to announce the government's final decision within days. The PM's remarks come as Chinese officials insist that negotiations on the rail project are still ongoing. The Chinese embassy in Kuala Lumpur has also released a song commemorating 45 years of diplomatic relations with Malaysia. Genting and Wynn Resorts have reached a settlement on a trademark dispute over the design of the $4 billion Resorts World Las Vegas project that is being built in Nevada. The two companies were embroiled in a legal row after Wynn Resorts accused the Malaysian group of copying the design elements of its resorts in Las Vegas, Macau and Boston. While the financial terms were not disclosed, the two parties say Genting's design team will make several changes that will clearly differentiate the group's project from the Wynn properties. The settlement will also allow Genting to continue to develop the project with minimal impact to cost and the overall project timeline. Prior to the deal, Genting had warned that stopping construction would cost the group about $169 million, as well as the jobs of some 500 employees who make up a third of its on-site team. Resorts World Las Vegas is scheduled to open in late 2020. Sapura Energy saw its share price slump to a record low after its rights shares, warrants and Islamic redeemable convertible preference shares started trading on Bursa Malaysia today. The oil and gas support services providers' shares fell by 1.5 sen or 5.26% to close at 27 sen. Some 426 million shares changed hands for a market capitalisation of 1.62 billion ringgit. The warrants that were part of the rights issue were up 10.5 sen to 11 sen, with 77.6 million warrants traded. Yesterday, Sapura Energy announced to Bursa Malaysia that it would list the 9.99 billion rights shares, 998.69 million warrants and 2.4 billion RCPSI on the bourse today. Malaysia is looking at regulating the sale and ownership of set-top boxes in a bid to curb the sale of equipment with add-on services that enable users to stream pirated content. This comes on the heels of Singapore's proposal to ban the sale of such boxes and introduce civil and criminal liabilities. Al-Ishal Ishaq, the chairman of MCMC, which regulates the communications and multimedia industry, says TV boxes that are pre-configured to provide unauthorized access to content are illegal and that it is exploring regulatory intervention. MCMC is now looking at the technical aspect of the boxes, for which they need to get serum approvals. In terms of copyright infringement, it is considering working with the manufacturers of such boxes to prevent the downloading of certain content. Singapore is preparing to table new laws sometime this year to outlaw the sale of media streaming boxes that come with pre-configured add-on apps that are linked to pirated online sites.